Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. How are we all doing today? I'm Nnamudi here. My brother, you're welcome. You're welcome, you're welcome. How are we all doing? How are you today? I hope all is well with you. So we are here again, as you can see on the title, that haters of Nnamudi Kanu, they don't know this. They don't know that they don't know the game that they are playing behind. I have seen series of videos, so many people reacting negatively, looking for a way to blackmail people. If you open your mouth and say that Mazi is being held in, unjustly, that the trial is somehow look fake, that Mazi did not commit this and commit that, some people they will start calling for your head. Some say that when you criticize what is going on, it simply means that you and Mazi Kanu is the same, that you are actually going for causing problems and doing that and doing that, doing this and doing that. Some of them understand what that means. Some of them already know. They know what is going on, but they choose to pretend that nothing is going on. And I want us to understand something here. Not everybody have mind to go after anybody, like to buy people. Some people, to them, human life doesn't matter. Some people don't even care about the outcome of what they're doing, because to them, they used to do that, Somebody who is a blackmailer can say anything and, dish out any manner of lies to make things look like the way he wants it to be. Some actually doing what they're doing because of what they want to gain, which they're not actually proud of. For example, a politician from eastern part of Nigeria can do anything to maintain his political position. Former governor of Abia State has been nominated as one of the ministers that National Assembly are going to deliberate on. Okay, so Igbazu is one in charge of Abia State as a governor when Mazi Kanu house was invaded. And remember, the same Igbazu, as a chief secretary of the state, must be aware of military operation going on in his state. If any military operation, that took place without his approval, without him knowing, he has the right to question that. Meaning that what happened in Mazi Kanu's house, he's aware of it. If he's not aware, show me where he raised alarm, complained about what happened in his state, where 28 men was was spied in Mazi Kanu's compound. Today, the man is now receiving is one of those that are going to receive ministerial position. Former governor of Enugu State, what is the name of this guy? They call him Buruburu. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, something like that. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. He's one of those that are going to receive ministerial position. These are people that had meeting with Mazi Nnamudi, who told Mazi Nnamudi, drop agitation. Drop it. We are going to give you everything. We are going to do this and do that. We are going to negotiate this and negotiate that. Mazi Nnamudi told them, fix Enugu on the Expressway, give us seaport. Please, I want to like the video, okay? I'm just trying to establish this program before we go in details. That's the reason why I chose to stream here. Okay, that's the reason why. And I expect you to like the video and subscribe to this channel. But all I need from you is two things: your support and your ear. Your support by sharing and liking the video, and your ear to understand the balance of some of these lies circulating. I am not here as an agitator. I am not here to promote anything, but to bring you the reality, to remind you what some of you already know. Mazi told them to bring me seaport, just basic social amenities, fix it, and make the economy of eastern part vibrant economically. That at long run will benefit Nigeria as a state. They said, okay, we can just drop it. We are going to bring it. He said, no, bring it first before we can find it. Just bring it first. Go to Abuja, bring it for me. He did not give me money to settle me and my boys. He did not make me minister or governor. They get it because Mazi Nnamudi is a violent and this. Do you actually understand the meeting going on behind the scene? You don't. This meeting happened years ago, not under Tinubu, please. All right? Tinubu is not the one. But everything is going on now. It's happening in the presence of Tinubu. But it started a long time ago during Buhari. Buhari was ready to settle. He said no. Just get my people just provide this list those things I just mentioned to you now. But instead of them to provide those things that happen to be more cheaper and more, it's going to be more profitable to the people, not to enrich one man. They chose to promise him heaven on earth, oil well, this and that. But the money is enough for you to fix this road. Seaport, of course, he did not say open seaport and I will be the one in charge of tax or VAT. It's going to also help Nigerian economy because multiple people will start importing from that angle. It's not going to food Lagos seaport. But they chose not to do anything about it. Why? Because everything is about Paddy. Join our Paddy. We will do this. We will make this work. Hold it there. Let's go to the program. Because some people, like I said, some so-called content creators, or I can't call them influencers because I have not seen what they influence. They're actually doing what they're doing for their own self. This guy, I have checked where he comes from. I think he's from Benin, Edo State, called High Chief Lawrence Ibinus Okoro, something like that. I don't know where he calls that Benin or Ibanka, I don't know, but all I can tell you that he's not. These are people who say they're not evil, and not only that. Remember, his name is Okoro. I'm just saying. Then he's not saying only that one. He's walking the walk. He said, "We aren't the same people. We don't reason alike. It is a disgrace to share same country with these people." And when here, this is the people that he's talking about. This video did not go down well with this guy, who know nothing about government, about what the government actually wants. But you can see the write-off. He's saying that you don't need to be in the same country with these people. To him, you don't need to be in the same country with them. Who are those people that he's talking about? Igbos. He's Igbo, or maybe people who actually understand what Mazi is talking about, or those who followed him from day one when he was behaving the way they expect him to behave now after almost 20 years. Let's go back. There are some comments or videos that are going to touchlight. This one. Mike Annan, this is man that exposed Nnamudi, posted this picture. I was like, let me understand. It's a picture that is very, that speaks louder than words. It said 2 heads of the same beast. One bites in the bush, the other smile in Abuja. Look at these hair ties. It says a lot. Now here, today this man is working with Tinubu, and Tinubu is now Messiah. But look at what he said in the past. I'm just trying to let you know what people said before we go into details. Just bear with me. I expect you to like the video and subscribe to the channel in case if you are not. His name is Dan Bawala. Daniel Bawala. Okay. Today, the man is for Tinubu, just like Nnamudi, who insulted Tinubu on national TV, have done all manner of things, is non-Tinubu supporter, Tinubu lover. This is how they roll. Once you give them, Tinubu understand this very, very well. He can just do anything to, no matter what you said about him in the past, he can figure out how to work with you and make you to become his messenger. He knows how to do it very, very well. And he's succeeding on that. This man you are seeing here negotiated after saying what he said here, as you can see on the screen. He said, even if you give Tinubu 30 years, nothing will work. That he said this on December 26, 2023. Today is December 1st, 2025. The man is mouthpiece of Tinubu. The man is advocating that there's no genocide going on. Remember, he's a Christian. Once you give Christian Nigerian just few things, they will confess that the devil is a saint. Now, somebody said this, because remember, Alex Oti went to Sokoto to visit Nnamudi. That intrigued a lot of them. They started talking yapping all manner of garbage. And we are going to touch light. In fact, that's where we're going to center this live broadcast to, because I want us to understand what that means. Some are calling for his head. Some are saying, how dare you to go there? You will never come back, second tenor and all that. Now, let's go through this flavor here called Mazi Emeka. So, Alex Oti foolishly went to Sokoto to visit terrorist Nnamudi Kanu. Beautiful. Since he has suddenly discovered compassion, let him also visit the families of people IPOB ESN butchered in the East. Let him visit the shop owners who were burned for refusing to sit at home. There's no report about this, but listen. Let him visit the parents whose children never returned from school runs. I hope you can publish the list. Let him visit the businessmen whose lives were scattered by the same structure he is now romancing for public favor. How is he romancing for public favor? The public favor. Oh, you realize that public actually love Mazi, so he romancing for public favor. That should be a thing of concern to you, to know that this is where people are and they're doing the opposite of what people want. So, and we want people to see you as like you are right. You're kidding. Because what exactly is the point of this trip? To do what? To negotiate what? To prove what? Terrorist Nnamudi is not a person because he's not in prison because of federal hatred. What do you mean by that? Terrorist Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in prison because of federal hatred. Okay, he is there because of the terror machine he created that swallowed his own people. First, every governor knows this, including Alex Otti. If he lies, let him go with a pillow and blanket next time. It still won't change Kanu's facts, and it won't force Igbo to forget the damage done to the East. Some of us are not emotionally blackmailed by photos and visits. Now, remember, he claimed he's an Igbo person. Look at him here. Now, hold on. It did not end there. It did not end there. When you go up again, another person is also Fumi. Another Eflef. Ndamota from Azowere. Chigosrim Aliyu. Emekaya. I don't know, but this Aliyu, or I don't know what I mean by that. It simply tell you that the guy is somehow fake Igbo. But there are some core Igbo people who think like this because of their political career, because of what they want to gain, because of what they want to, what will favor them. We are going to go through all these things in this live broadcast. That's why I want you to like the video and subscribe to the channel in case if you are new. Many of you understand that some of these people that are yapping this nonsense, they are not for you. Criminals everywhere. Triple M, I see you. Good morning to you. Nice to have you, my brother. We have our mommy, Ngozeka. Our mommy, I greet you. Say that idiot man talking a Fulani Boron using Igbo name. There are so many these days. There are so many. A lot is going on. Even the people from the Ijaw tribe, there's campaign now against people from the Ijaw tribe. If I have time, we're going to run a program on that, hopefully, because my own, if I wake up and I will check my left and right. The one that I feel that need to go, I will push it at them. To be honest with you, a lot of things to talk about. I have so many things on my deck to discuss, but I have to take it jejely. Coach, you're welcome. Good morning. Money man, I see you. Machi Bose, good morning to you. I hope you are okay. All is well with you guys. Please do me a favor and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. This is our second platform. We are running this program here simply because we want to get it off, because so many negative comments from those of them that don't have voice have finally found their voice. They have found their voice simply because Ukujiago. But the problem they made is that this Akufat and Okujiri will look 8. They can only see 4, and they think that they're not even 4, 2. They believe that without knowing that Agua and Agakusa know a heart of a cat. They say cat have seven hearts, right? 7 lives. So that's what they don't know. So this flavor here says something. Few days ago, Alex Otti promised to renovate the Juku Boka in Omahia, Abia State, with state funds. Yesterday, Alex Otti paid a visit to the convicted international terrorist Nnamudi Kanu in Sokoto prison. Alex Otti is doing all this just to secure a second tenure in 2027. Negenti. This is how God exposed them. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seen as a terrorist, as a bad person, meaning that anybody who want to win election should stay away from him. But wait, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Alex Otti is not going for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to visit him, for people to love him. Okay, meaning that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is actually fighting the fight for the people. Oh, people actually know him. Because for you to say what you said, what you are trying to say technically is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people of the East, throw their support and love to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to get attention from the East, you have to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, but you guys were busy telling us on social media, oh, it's the last Southeast. He killed everybody. If you have road accident, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu caused it. If you thunder strike you, like Oto is about to kick the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu caused it. Indeed, believe. Call a spade a spade. You must not stain your hand in blood to become evil. You're already an evil man. Stain your hands in the blood again makes you a demon. So if you being evil is not enough for you, keep on staining your hands with human blood. Because there's no need for you to commit this kind of crime. These people don't know that even unless something that you're talking about, know a lot what is going on more than all these mushrooms. Ezaja Ezenti Udele is busy looking for him to jail, how to buy. He's not going after Jepak. For speaking up, Jepak to him now is a wanted human being. Looking for a way to criminalize him, to take him away. Because that's what they know how to do best. In their job. People without shame, without honor. You want to label him a bad person simply because he condemned the injustice meted against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You guys know this for a fact. I'm going to reveal a few things to back what I said, from reliable source that are going to hear. Some of you know the source, but we are going to play it so you hear it very, very, very well. Again, please, if you are watching this live broadcast or going to watch it later, do me a favor by hitting the like button and share it on any platform of your choice. This morning, we are not going to hold anything back. We are here to do it the way you normally do it, but on a different level because we are working with time. I have to work with time this time because so many things to dish out, so many things to talk about. Now, it did not end there. Igbo politicians are the biggest cowards on earth. They don't campaign with their antecedents and track records. Rather, they chose to pander terrorism and criminality just to get the votes of ignorant Igbos. It is a shame when the Southeasterners politicians has turned into a don't understand. It is a shame to what Southeasterners politicians has turned into. I don't understand how a governor of a state, a senator, and a lawyer who sworn to protect the lives and properties of the citizens and defend the constitution of Nigeria also go ahead to romance the same individual who are seeking the downfall the country he has sworn to protect. Shame, shame, shame. Because there was a day I made mention of ndị na-aga ọmụaba na-aga Igbo Koso ịgbacha okoso n'ugwu Awụsa ịmụta aga m ego na bunete na Igbo a na-ekwu na-afọ ọ na-acha ọcha na Okechukwu Ifeanyi chi gọziri m dekwe chi gọziri nwanne dekwe chi gọziri nwanne. Look at him. I'm trying to go through his profile. Maybe you can see that. I think there was a day he posted. Let us just touch like his mother because man as na afun well done. Kama mamia or picture mamia or kadeba. Eba na braga na ya na we ma. Iwe ne the guy here. A very young guy. I don't know or do like a pedophile na ya. O grown up from the Muslim. Jelly. Maybe he traveled from Kanu to somewhere. I don't know. He said, calm down. Open up. I was just catching cruise with my bro. I don't understand. But let's continue. Ife Fulani, if I'm Batanani will keep Bazwa. Shake a million by the better. Listen, the end on the shame. We come on Nubu, not on Nubu. I want to know where he resides. I want to know. But may not have access to that. Let me scroll a little bit, then move on to another thing because I forgot to save that his mother's picture. I forgot to save it, not for another thing, for people to know. Because now if I bring any a problem na Igbo. You na-eche oge ndị ugwu down. Or when ndị ugwu know with you already, without you knowing. You was need to preach hate. Hate in terms of what? Okay. Okay, useless. You are you are solvent. It's very tough being Igbo in Nigeria. You okay. On a share video Alo Ejimako here. I want to read his own. Now listing up you attend seeking ramble face old fool. Igbo are the luckiest tribe right now in Nigeria. I want you to put that in your empty skull. Igbo started an unnecessary war against the country in 1967. Nah. The thing is that each going if you will be like, what for? Please go and check the history of Nigerian Civil War. Igbo did not start the war. Igbo did not start the war. That I don't need to lie to you. Igbo people did not start the war. Even Ojukwu, Babangida book made it because they always refer you about if you tell them that Gowon went abroad to reach an agreement and he couldn't keep that agreement. They will tell you, but he was plot coup. If you hold them about the coup, now Babangida have come out and said that it's the so-called coup. It's not an Igbo coup. Man, if you say you believe one giddy, look at this guy. One hour Igbo started the war. So many of them believe that even the SNG Udele. Had Nigerian dealt with Ojukwu. Ojukwu went to Aburi to negotiate this so-called restructure that is going on now. Gowon said, remember, Gowon is a Christian. Gowon said, okay, I agree. Then, allegedly, High Commissioner of Britain, British High Commissioner called him and said, drop it. If not that third party called Gowon, what do you think that would have done? Nobody would have go out to fight for war, or fight which war? Because Ojukwu did not even ask to break out from Nigeria. Don't get it twisted. But to form regional government, which Zeke mistakenly put everybody together. Because he's one championing one Nigeria. It's one. Even Northern has done one it initially. And they're using it against you now. If you don't know, you know it. Most of these things, if not that because I'm now, creating content, I wouldn't have known most of the things that I know now about that war. Zeke was the one with begging, well, let's come together. Ask people, they will tell you the truth. Then Ojukwu, after the so-called pogrom, killing of Igbo people in the north, then Ojukwu said, no, you can't continue killing our people like this. I think we need to form regional government and all that. Go on, understand it. They agreed and have handshake and chat, drink and marry. So East will have their own policing themselves and everything. The agreement was well planned. Britain said no. Because once that one is established, Britain's eyes will not be all over the place. They will not have access to plan this way and plan that. You understand? You can't. That is regional government, which themselves are practicing in Europe. Today, the United Kingdom, different kingdom come together called the United Kingdom, and they are living very, very peacefully, right? Because Wales are on their own, Scotland are on their own, but all of them come together as a United Kingdom. But the police themselves, they have their own banking system, everything differently, even nationality. You get the point? Yet, they are one kingdom. they are together. But it's not on everything. You are talking about kidnapping and insecurity because of that regional government. So when you trace this insecurity back, you trace it on Britain. Go on, agreed all those things and refuse to accept it after accept. I refuse to continue after accepting. That's why Ojukwu said no. You get the point now. Yet, Nwagidi is here telling you that no, that Ojukwu started the war. Some of us need to understand that. Although but they don't want to know. I don't know this thing. I want to learn it. I don't want to learn it. I already know now. This is the way the way I'm seeing it now. It is like this. It's not about the way you are seeing it, but the way it is. That's why some of them will tell that I did not go to school. I did not even go attend primary school. You know, I am one of those who graduated from my mother's womb. And they want to argue with somebody who actually came from the womb as well, and will decide to go to school to acquire knowledge. Let's continue. He said, yesterday, Alessandro paid a visit to the convicted. I think I have got this through. Where did I even stop, to be honest? Okay, he said, it is a shame. I think we have gone through all these things. It is a shame what the Southeast governor politicians has turned into. I don't understand how a governor of a state, a senator, and a lawyer who sworn to protect the lives and properties of citizens and defend the Constitution of Nigeria also go ahead to romance the same individuals who are seeking the downfall of the country he sworn to protect. Okay. Today, he don't want to talk about the Nigerian problem is not even agitation. Nigerian problem is insecurity. In all honesty, like if they ask you now, what is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria? Is it IPOB? Is it Igbo people? You see, that's why when you go to his comment, Fulanese and those they are like, wow. They say that Igbos are smart, but we managed to give them, our son, and our son is representing very, very well. Bearing Chizaram. Anaki Oblako. Remember this one also. Remember this woman. You hear her.
This movement. Before IPOB, there was myself. How did myself run the agenda so peacefully?
Why am I actually playing it again? Because this guy reacted on it, and I want to hear his reaction. And yesterday, Don Azi, that guy that normally said his video like he's teaching something on the board and all that, fucked up as well. He messed himself up yesterday. He said to bring this woman and the other woman and merge it together. What he won't achieve, I don't understand. One thing I notice is that anybody that want to trend, they'll have to start with Igbo. As it started positively or negatively. Of course, our people, we have more people on social media than other tribe. That one I can tell you. If you want to grow, that is what they do. But at some point, they will show you the true color. The guy don't like anything about Biafra, about Mama Zamaka, but he's pretending and hiding about it because he came from the tribe that say that ordinarily they are Biafrans, but they don't want to associate themselves with the Biafrans. They want to bear that minority group, and also what gives them joy to see Igbo people being treated as minority group. But at the end of the day, they keep on shouting Christian genocide, which is true. But that Christian genocide, because they're themselves are Christians, but the main people that will come out and voice out and do something about it are Igbos, because they have the majority of Christians. You are Christians in your own part of Nigeria, all those minority group. What motivates you to come out today and say you're Christian is because of Igbos? I came across a video of someone somebody from Plateau State, and that person said that he understands the reason why Igbo people want to go, but he don't want Igbo people to go. Why? Because if Igbo people go, what are they going to do from the north? What are they going to do? they can now visualize they are trying to, picture how life will be for them when Igbo people go. But what they don't understand is that if you are there and you need backup and support, your brothers that are totally independent is there to back you up. Common sense. But when they hold you and hold, just like somebody who need help, and the person that pin you down is also pinning your helper down. If you are wise, you should be praying that your helper will be free, because that's the only way you will be free. But if you pretend that, okay, let us, after all, all of us, make we die here, pin us all here, how will you free yourself? Because you are the one working, just like, someone that police, knocked at your door and picked, not you, police knocked at somebody's door and picked the person up. And instead of you to say, okay, they ask you, who is your friends, or show me, is there another person? If you go to your neighbor who is going to come out, come for your bailout, or going to hire a lawyer for you and help you out, if you implicate that person, that means you are prolonging your days in the prison. Wait, watch out. Sorry about that.
I'm in support of. So stop trying. I need you to stop trying to mash us into one. There is a divide already on this movement. Before IPOD, there was myself. How did myself run the agenda so peacefully? But when it was time for the IPOD, we are having chaos. The East is not what it used to be. We can't travel anymore. The UGMs are in play. The ESN are in play.
I have made my response to this woman, and I'm not gonna say anything. If you have not watched the video, it's here on the channel. Okay, just let me know. I will send you the link if you are able to trace it. The video, I have made my official reaction to her. So it is here on the channel. But let's hear how this our brother. I don't even know what he said, but I call him a brother because I felt that maybe he's saying something that maybe he's replying her or in support of her. But let's see.
My state is in shambles because I am from the same state as it is. You can't come out on Mondays anymore. You move, you get killed. Why is nobody saying anything about that? We are more worried about one man who put the whole of the East in disarray for doing the wrong thing. There's tyranny, there's treason. Are we going to advocate for a tyrant? You want a cessation? You did not go about it the legal way, and you put everybody's lives from the East into problems. And
I don't want this video to be too long, but I want to be as elaborate as much as I can, because I think it is important that what I'm about to say in this video is said and put on record, because many people, and this is why I always say, before you come out in public and online and talk about something, make sure you have the fundamental, the rudimental knowledge required to speak on that issue. And this is where this lady fall into. I don't have any issues with this lady, but this video is a response to her.
Okay.
Now, as an Igbo person, as a Nigerian, I want you to listen. Here is the thing I want you to understand, especially when it comes to this Nnamudi Kanu issue. Since the conviction of Nnamudi Kanu, so many people have been coming out. Majority of them are supporting the conviction. Many Igbo people have bought into the idea that insecurity in the Southeast is because of Nnamudi Kanu. That the Southeast was safe, that the Southeast was heaven before Nnamudi Kanu. Number one, this is not true. Before Nnamudi Kanu, there has always been crime in the Southeast. There was kidnapping at one point, there was Derrick at one point, there was huge crime in Aba that gave rise to the lynching that was happening in Aba before it came to Onitsha. But then with the resurgence of the Biafran issue led by Nnamudi Kanu, there was an uptick in violence. But was Nnamudi Kanu the cause? That is the question that I'm going to answer in this video. Another first claim that this lady made in her video is that she said that when Masop started, that Masop was peaceful. I was a little boy when Masop was depicting, was raining everywhere. And from my little knowledge and from the people that we are well grown at that time, the discussions I had with them, Masop was never that peaceful. But what you say is that they were never that peaceful compared to what IPOB is today. But Masop was never peaceful. I remember my brother at some point was going to write WAEC, and I remember what Masop people did to him. Masop was never peaceful. I'm not going to go into details. Now let's talk about IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. I myself, I can remember waiting for admission in 2014. That was the first time I heard about Radio Biafra. You understand? Because at that time I didn't have smartphone. Most people didn't have smartphone. So most of us, when we get our news, is not to go on the internet, it's to listen to radio and TV. And at that time I used to listen to radio all the time. So one day I switched on the radio and I heard Nnamdi Kanu's voice and I started listening. Initially, many of you people have been misled. Initially, Nnamdi Kanu was not calling for anybody's harm. This is something you people need to understand. Even before he started Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu was protesting Boko Haram in the north of Nigeria. There is a video out there of Nnamdi Kanu celebrating Nigeria's independence. Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB are not the people that started the violence in the southeast. Many young people have been deceived, and they are now the ones pushing this narrative that the southeast is unsafe because of that. That is not the truth. I believe it was in 2016. People gathered around to protest peacefully. The Nigerian army was sent there in Aba. They shot them down. More than 100 people are still missing. Amnesty International posted it a few weeks ago. Many people that the Nigerian army arrested on the suspicion of being a member of IPOB, many of them did not come back. Nobody knows where they are today. Many of them were killed. Many of them, their body was not found. I know I went to a protest, the very first protest I went to in 2015. So even one of my old schoolmates was shot a year in Onitsha Bridge during the early days of this IPOB movement. I'm talking about 2014, 2015. She was amongst the first people that was shot at that time. I lived this experience. I grew up in the southeast. I was in the southeast when all of this was happening. I remember the protest we went to, the rally, or you see the protest soon after Buhari won in 2015. Immediately we were reaching Onitsha Army Barrack. No, we were about to cross to go to work. The army there opened fire. Some people were killed that very day. A boy was shot in my presence when we were protesting around the Bolu Pass here. Many of the young people here have been brainwashed. It's like the brainwash that they did to people of the now called South, that they believe that they are not Igbo. Somebody will be answering to you ask them, hey, I'm not Igbo, I'm from that time. I'm not Igbo. Because of brainwashing, the Igbos are now pushing the narrative. Yes, I'm not saying that some elements that might have been affiliated or that call themselves part of IPOB or that are even affiliated with IPOB joining the violence. But I want to let you know where all these things started. When I'm telling you this thing, IPOB was very small. Nobody even knew anything about IPOB. They were being kidnapped, being arrested, taken away by the Nigerian military, by the Nigerian police. Most of them didn't come back. I'm going to try and find that Amnesty International post and put it so that you see it by yourself. Or you can go on Twitter, go to Amnesty International Nigeria and search Biafra and see the people. There's plenty of them, both young and old. There was a situation where a man and a woman, married couple, they were taken by the army. They didn't come back today. What is my point? My point is simple. This violence was started by the Nigerian government. The same way they mishandled the Niger Delta militants meant, that was the same way they mishandled this IPOB of a thing. In the early days of what is this IPOB of a thing, the government, especially this Buhari government, the error, the damage that the Buhari government did to Nigeria, I'm not sure when Nigeria is going to recover. The early days, they could have called Nnamdi Kanu and they could have sat down to Nnamdi Kanu. The government sent the army to be killing its citizens. The records are there, the videos are there, the news articles are there. So as an Igbo, stop buying into the narrative that Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why violence has erupted in the southeast. Violence erupted before Nnamdi Kanu. When Nnamdi Kanu was released on bail, he was at his house. The army went there, killed a lot of people just to arrest him. See, so there are some videos I'll be watching online, especially young people saying some kind of things. And it will be paining me because many of you grew up in Lagos. Many of you don't even live in the East. Many
Exactly.
of you just visit the East. Many of you don't even know anything about IPOB until 2 or 3 years ago when Nnamdi Kanu started going to court.
That is true.
That's why I'm making this video. Try and get fundamental knowledge of this, of the IPOB story. I don't want to, because if I start going into more details, this video will go like 20 minutes of me just talking. I don't want to keep you all day talking. The violence has been in the South, and it was started with the heavy-handedness of the Nigerian army. That was the same heavy-handedness that brought about the exacerbation of Boko Haram. That was the same heavy-handedness that made men to become a violent militant group. This is the same heavy-handedness that they took against IPOB. It was all this killing that made Nnamdi Kanu felt angry and furious. He decided to arm his people so that his people would defend themselves, so that they will not be killed all the time. You go to protest. Nigerian army, no weapon. Everybody will be holding placard. They will just open fire. After protest, they will be going house to house, arresting people. For what? For what is the reason? Now they have spoiled the mind of the youth, the mind of the young people in this country, especially Igbos that are now coming online to. See, I don't really blame you, but what I'm going to tell you is before you make some declaration, before you say some kind of things online, please sit down and learn the fundamentals of that story you want to talk about. The East would not have gotten to this point if not for the Nigerian federal government. Tell me the reason why they proscribed IPOB. Tell me the reason why. Was IPOB at the time that they labeled IPOB a terrorist organization? Was IPOB half of what the Fulani herdsmen are doing today? Were they half of what Iswap were doing today? Were they half of what whoever is doing today? All this whole thing started with the mishandling of the whole thing. They did it with Masop too.
That is it. A very powerful message from this our brother. The thing is that people need to understand the reason why what is going on. Seeing them coming out every now and then, making some comment, trying to be what they are not, will not change the fact that truth cannot be covered. When you talk about this truth, they say that you are promoting violence, or you are instigating war, you are calling for war. How dare you? You know that kind of thing. Nobody's calling for war. I don't want any war. I don't pray for war. But the thing is that you cannot just because of that, you keep quiet while other people are selling falsehood, lies against you, against your people. It's not good. Let's move forward. Let's hear what Asa brother said. Okay? Listen.
Away from Southeast, I don't go lie. The other people for not doing it.
Listen.
Which Southeast? I want to tell you something. If seven with this oil away from Niger Delta, this oil away from Southeast, I don't go lie. The other people for not doing with us. They don't value us. They don't value us. Even if they for not kill us finish. They for not buy us finish. Now this oil away from here. If you don't be this oil, I don't know what I will do from Nigeria. They for not count us food for Nigeria. Because of this oil.
That is the fact.
This oil, free oil, when they take, they press us, they intimidate us, they do us in here. Now they live in, they look at our face. See the killing for this. See the Arinchi killing, the Badi killing, the Wano killing for this. They destroy for everywhere for this. They destroy village in the name of IPOB, in the name of Biafra. When they post their gun, they begin to kill people. Bandits lay that side. Bandits lay there. How many did they kill? Bandits lay there, no. They say when they kill one soldier, they go kill 50 civilians. They go kill 20 civilians. They go kill 100 civilians. Check how many soldiers did they kill for not. How many soldiers did they kill?
Okay.
Because I need to use why you have full loss. Because I need to use our energy full loss. What do we start is doing? What is that is doing?
Please help show some support for this content creators transitional journey. He's putting emoji. I don't understand what they mean by there. I don't understand what they're talking about. So Asa Abuja is trying to let you know. He's trying to let you know the truth. Do you understand? The same thing he said here is what I've been saying. That if not because of oil, sometimes I pray that oil will dry up. Let it just dry, so that everybody can go on zone because it is too much. It is too much. Let me answer this call. Just a moment. Hello. Good morning. All right. Sorry about that. I have to answer the call. Obi-Wan, I see you, Obi-Wan. He did well. Yes, so, and Akwama, I see you. Say good morning, Kai report. Good morning from here. Good morning to you. Ezekwesili, I see you. Good day, my Mr. Kai. Good day to you. All right, so let's continue. I'm now listen, let's continue. What Asa said is what we already know, you understand? So the insult is here and there. But one thing I want you to understand is that it doesn't really matter. Okay? It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you knowing your problem so that you can solve it. But when you ignore your problem, it's not good at all. No? You understand? It's not something that you can be proud of. You don't have to ignore your problem. I see you. Happy anniversary. Yes, so happy anniversary to you. So sometimes I pray that oil will dry up. Sometimes I pray because I know that is the main issue. That oil is the main issue. Do you see all this here? Apart from Master Abuja and that our brother, I'm talking about the post. Chigos and all the rest of them. Oh, Master is the problem of Southeast. Some of them, they just started hearing Master Kanu yesterday, just like what our brother said. They don't know anything about Master Kanu. If they know what Master Kanu passed through, I could remember that time in 2013, 2014. All those people like Ijide will come on national TV and be bragging. If you want Biafra, he should first Nigerian army then. Let him go and get army and first, because they want to buy. They were so eager to buy Igbo youth again, believing that the people that fought in 1967 are different species from what you have now. Nobody wants war, but why calling for war? Master started by carrying flags, placards, nothing more. They were busy looking for a way to buy him, to stop him by any means necessary. Because to them, he's a no-no. But they don't know that even the governors and senators, the government himself, even the motor shop, they know the Mazokan did not commit any offense. They understand this very well. They know the Mazokan is not their problem. They understand this very, very well. They know that what Mazokan is asking for It's not strange thing. It is achievable. And it's not going to hurt anybody. But they don't care. As long as it's going to give them what they want. As long as it's going to make them rich. But before then, hear what another Ofeke said. Okay? And credit to you that dropped this video for me because if not that you dropped it that you sent it to me, I wouldn't have seen this one. This is one of them. There are so many now, people like this, speaking from both sides of their mouths. Just please, my people, hear this.
And abuse the judge, even if you are innocent. You can't go to the court and start telling the judge he doesn't know the law. You know the law more than the judge. And this, I'll be honest with you, this judge was very lenient. He was very nice. I'm telling you, this judge, your Motosho, whatever his name, was very nice to Kanu. Most judges in Nigeria will not give him license. They will have put him to death sentence. I can tell you that. Really? Yes. I'm telling you for fact. So this is not a laughing matter. Listen, there are 1,000 videos of Nnamudi Kanu making threats, ordering people to burn Lagos down, bomb Mutalam oil. He said he was going to go to Abuja and kill Buhari and bring his head. The problem with Igbo people, there is no unity. Igbo people have no unity and they don't like each other. That is a fact. Igbos don't love each other. Let me give you an example. Okay. A man who kills his brother is not a hero. Any man who takes a market and cut the brother's head off or shoot him, you are not a hero. At least in my lifetime, Ojuku have visited this palace 3 times.
Now, you see how the man is shooting himself on his leg, yo. Did you hear what he said? That any man, any man that caught his brothers is not a hero, which is true. Then the question is, who is actually cutting who here? Because you are there when people were buying Igbo youth. Not even Mazi Kanu here. That one is you need to protect. You need to keep quiet. So don't provoke these people. Don't provoke. Okay. Then how many people are they going to buy? How many people? How many people are they going to buy before you now realize, okay, they are buying us too much, yo. This is getting out of hand. The question is, how many do you want to see them buy? How many? It's not very, very obvious. It's not very, very clear that they don't count on you. And this man is here telling you that the water is very, very lenient, very, very kind. That many justices would have just dashed him death sentence. You think that they don't want to give it, but because of the circumstances that surround it, they don't want to give it. What did the Motosho said? He said that because he's a Christian, because his name is James or Motosho, that Jesus Christ, that of compassion, that he would have given death penalty, but because of that, and another that the international community these days frown face on that. He said he can't listen to that when he was delivering his judgment. Okay, he said it there is in the video. Now, if that is the case, what is the difference between life sentence and death penalty? What is the difference? It depends on the region where you come from. If your region is from those who they perceive as weak and senseless, like the way they're seeing our people now, you are gonna. They may give a death penalty to a Boko Haram member, for example, just pronounce it like they have done to the other guy, which they have pardoned now. But if they give 2 people, one from east or one from north, or even from the west, 3 people, they will quickly execute the one from the east. Why would it for the execution of other? But the first person that will go is east. So that the reverse will be very, very difficult. And you know all those things, and Igbo man will tell you that, oh, Mazi Kanu is a cause. You can't say this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Let us hear from him, for you to know why Ojukwu is very, very good now to him, is because Ojukwu visited the palace. That one, whatever Ojukwu says, we go. Okay, which is good. Then he will tell that Ojukwu that he regretted. That he regretted does not mean that the reason why he decided to protect the people is still not in existence. He may say he regretted because of the people like you that are looking for a way to label him bad again and again and again. Here it is.
You saw him?
Yes, I saw him, and I sat there with him, with his father, and Ojukwu regretted the war himself. Come closer, let me imitate him for you.
Okay.
My father said to Ojukwu, Ikemba, this Biafran war, if you have to do it all over again, will you still do the same thing? And this is Ojukwu's response. Igwe, you know, the war was highly regrettable.
That is Ojukwu.
And if I have to do it again, I'll do it differently. Otherwise, the people that are there, we haven't learned nothing from the first war. Yes, Ojukwu himself.
I don't know who the man is. I don't know. Is this man Ezekiel's son? Ojukwu said he will do it differently. Yes. But please, Asatina, this man, because he said that he's a palace. Is it Ezekiel's son? I don't know who, because all I can see here is that he's son of one Igwe, but I don't know which Igwe. Meaning he will do it again, but in a different way. On our Igbo, I will do it differently.
Have lamented in this palace twice in my ear that he regretted the Biafran war. This is Ojukwu's word. Look at that.
I don't know him. I don't know this man.
The first one, I don't think the second one is necessary. That is Ojukwu for you.
This is not family. This is rare.
This is Ojukwu. Go to your phone, take your phone and open it and listen to Ojukwu's interview on Biafra. What the Igbos does to themselves is worse than what other tribes does to them. Fact. I say it in your face.
Yes, I know.
Look at the importation, the containers. We are mainly the importers. Can people come to do this? We can work with government. We can work on it. China has got money. All they need is what China wants.
China. You see, this is what you know the problem. The problem is this. The main problem of these people is because of this 2x2 shop they build all over the place. That is the main problem. I think somebody put it in a better way. Let me look for that video.
To invest, but we have to tap it. We have to give people that have brains, that speak Igbo interest. We can have the Niger drained. Some people will say Nnamdi Kanu was abducted from Kenya illegally. Let me say this once again. Ask any lawyer next to you, ask any senior advocate, any judge you know. When national security of any country is threatened, human rights is suspended. I repeat myself, when national security is threatened by anybody, your human rights are suspended. All the referrals in social media are abusing Zeke. Tell me what your own father did in this country. Show me, if any. If he was not a wine tap or a farmer somewhere, you want to come and compare yourself with Zeke of Africa. Azikiwe that is known all over the world. It was Azikiwe that saved the day during the Biafran war. Without Zeke, most of us won't be here today. Yes. He saw the danger and all of us were almost getting wiped out. He threw in the towel. Zeke did.
Do you know what it means by throwing the towel? Throwing the towel means what? Last time I checked, is to hands up or sabotage. You understand? And you said that all the riffraff on social media insulting Zeke. They should tell you what their father did. A wine tapper is of benefit to me. This is my own opinion. I prefer wine tapper that time than Zeke. You know, some of these people is because of what their father left after looting. They loot a lot of money, a lot of wealth. And some of this wealth is somewhere oil wealth. And because one thing they do is to tie you with oil well. Once they tie you with oil well, you cannot go anywhere. That is why you are hearing KC telling that he's not a Biafra. I don't know the source of their money, like his brother Imon. I don't know the source of money. But to me, unverified information, please, allegedly. Unverified information. My own instinct is telling me that it has to do with the wealth. I always say what? Well, oil well. I believe something is somehow connected. we sustain. Do you understand? Nobody is for you to be a Biafran. Nobody is actually begging you to be a Biafran or to be an Igbo person. Because if we all agree on one thing, then there's no need to talk about referendum. The annoying thing is that since you guys know that what you are saying and what you are doing is normal thing, why don't you just let us try our best and beg the government or push them to organize referendum? Because not Nigerian government to supervise it, because international committee will do that. Because so that is it. You cannot just ask the Nigerian government to organize it. No, it's of no. There's no need. It means someone who can plead on your behalf. Plead on your behalf. I understand what you mean, but remember what he did before even throwing the tower. He threw the tower for what? Tower, some of these people, they think they are smart. Zeke did not support Biafra war at all. I don't know, maybe he did, but I don't think from videos that I've watched, I did not see much of Zeke impact. Even if he did, for him to be the one that pushed everybody to be the way it is now, that's one of the worst. I just last month, I was in a Twitter space program where Yoruba people are mocking Igbos that you guys are the one that put Nigeria the way it is today. Okay, who is that Igbo person? Zeke. Oh yeah, nonsense. But at least people will join the wine. We enjoy the wine. People will drink that wine and have merry. They will taste the sweetness of the wine. What are we tasting from Zeke? Zeke of Africa, Zeke of Africa. Zeke of Africa. Very greedy human being. Anyway, I'm not here because of Zeke. Not at all. Some of us need to understand that Zeke himself, Zeke that you are talking about, if you ask Zeke if he can come out now and say, okay, ask him, are you proud of what you did? You think he will tell you yes? I doubt. Unless he's a demon. I don't think he will tell you yes. Why would he tell you yes? When it is very clear. Why would he tell you yes?
To talk to the Yorubas and the Hausas and the Fulanis in Nigeria. Fulani, they are not the owners for Nigeria, but they have occupied every position in Nigeria. So now they are in government since decades, more than many years. But I want to talk to the Yorubas, that the Fulanis and the Hausas, the way you people are treating the Igbos, it is not good.
Tell them all.
The way you people are treating the Igbos is bad.
Very bad.
I am not an Igbo person, but we see everything that happens. The hate you people have for Igbo people in this country, Nigeria, the hate you have for them is bad. You marginalize them. You deny them of every good things in Nigeria. You will go to their land. Yoruba, Fulani will go to their land, loot their resources, also fight them, marginalize them, treat them bad. It's not good. For Hausa and Yoruba, Fulani, the judgment you people are having for the Igbos is a separate judgment. You're not using the same judgment in other people, in your own people. You people have another separate judgment for the Igbos. It's very bad. You are not treating Igbos as the human beings. You people are not treating the Igbos as a human beings. The same judgment that you people are using for the Igbos, you are not using it for Hausas. You are not using it for Fulanis. You are not using it for Yorubas. You are not using it for other tribes in Nigeria. But only Igbo, you will treat them bad. You will marginalize them. You will rough beat them. You will do all kind of things that you cannot even say to human being. You will say it to the Igbos. It's bad. And I will make Yorubas and Fulani and Hausa remember one thing. If not Igbo, Nigeria couldn't have been a country. If not the Igbos that still holding Nigeria today, Nigeria could have been in fact, devastated place on the planet Earth. Igbo also hold the integrity of Nigeria today. Nigeria still gets some more respect than the hand of Igbo. Nigeria still gets some more value than the hand of Igbo. Despite they are not in power, they are not in president, they are not in vice president, they are never sit on the higher position in Nigeria. But the integrity of Nigeria, they Igbo hand. But why are you Yoruba and Hausa treat them so bad? Because I cannot say some of you no now. No. Why are you people treat the Igbo so bad? A judgment that was taken that don't even warrant to arrest somebody. You take the judgment that you put a man, innocent man, in life imprisonment. You say if not God, Yoruba, you say if not God, you could have put this innocent man under the Kanu. You could have put him to RIP. But the mercy of God speak to you. The mercy of God enter your heart. You put innocent man under the Kanu. You put him for life imprisonment. What is the difference between RIP and life imprisonment? Because of the hatred, the another separate judgment you have for the Igbos people. Another separate judgment Yoruba and Hausa have for the Igbos people. Because they have make a vow that Igbos will go down in this country. They have make a vow. But I want to tell Yoruba and Hausa this. I want to tell you people this. Because that we are said that because of what happened, we said Igbos are cowards. Let me really tell you something. Igbos are not really cowards. Igbos are not really stupid the way you think them or the way you call them. They are not stupid. They are not cowards. This thing happened from during time of Ojukwu. Even Biafra, not even Biafra war have not even started. He have started before it begins. They are not really coward as you think. Oh, they are not really stupid as you think, Yoruba, as you think. Because we say, oh, they are the most coward. No, because we have bad heads. Inside family, we have one or two that have cocoa, that is bad heads inside. That is making you people to start treating Igbo the way you treat them because of the bad heads. Not as we look at them. Igbos are not really stupid. Igbos are too. They are so brutal. You don't understand. That Fulani where you dey fear. That Boko Haram where you dey fear. That Fulani. Yoruba, listen to me. Hausa, listen to me. Fulani, listen to me. That Fulani, that Boko Haram, one and they fear. They learn, oh. They learn for where Igbo people they.
Okay.
They learn. Boko Haram are not better than Igbos. ISWAP have no brutal than Igbos. Let me describe Igbos for Nigeria, for Yoruba and Hausa and Fulani, in case you don't know. Maybe some of them don't know themselves. I'm not an Igbo person, but let me describe Igbo for you. Igbos, they are like America that stay unreserved. Igbos, they are like America. Why did I mention America in this case? Because America has the war power. If they say they want to come and counter you, or they want to come and fight you, they will reserve the biggest, how am I going to say it? They will bring the smallest to deal with you. That is who America is. That is who Igbos is. Igbos, they are like Israel. Igbos, they are like Russia. If they want to really fight you, they will reserve the biggest and bring the smallest. They will grant you into powder. Yoruba, you listen? They will grant the Fulani into powder. The Boko Haram that you are afraid for, the Fulani that you are afraid for, they are not up to 1/4 of the list of the Igbo man or Igbo child. Remember Biafra war. Remember, they are not stupid though. Igbo are not stupid. They are more in fact, they are more brutal than that Boko Haram, ISWAP, Lakrawa, Kaidas that you combine, that you people respect now. How which Yoruba and Fulani Hausa realize you will make peace with Igbo. If you love one Nigeria, I wish you really love one Nigeria. You will call Igbo to add them to Nigeria's sovereignty. Video to talk to the Yorubas to come and counter you, or they want to come and fight you. They will reserve the biggest, how am I going to say it? They will bring the smallest to deal with you. That is who America is. That is who Igbos is. Igbos, they are like Israel. Igbos, they are like Russia. If they want to really fight you, they will reserve the biggest and bring the smallest. They will grant you into powder. Yoruba, you listen? They will grant the Fulani into powder. The Boko Haram that you are afraid for, the Fulani that you are afraid for, they are not up to 1/4 of the list of the Igbo man or Igbo child. Remember Biafra war. Remember, they are not stupid though. Igbo are not stupid. They are more in fact, they are more brutal than that Boko Haram, ISWAP, Lakrawa, Kaidas that you combine, that you people respect now. How which Yoruba and Fulani Hausa realize you will make peace with Igbo. If you love one Nigeria, I wish you really love one Nigeria. You will call Igbo to add them to Nigeria's sovereignty. To ask them, to just add them. I will tell you the reason why you are marginalizing the Igbos. You are treating them bad. Because the reason why is because you hold what belongs to them dearly in your land. And they are the one that brought it. Now they bring that in you hold them. Now you make them. They look stupid. They are not really stupid. They are not really cowards. I have never seen any Africa for big 54 country in Africa. I've never seen a country that will account Biafra, Igbo people. If you talk of combat, I've never seen a country. I have read the Igbos. I have read them. I have never seen a country that will come out and combat the Igbos. In African nation, I have never seen. If Biafra to become Biafra, they will carry Africa on their palm. They will lift Africa like this. Igbo people, that you people are molesting like this, that you people are rubbishing like this, Hausa, Fulani, and Yorubas, they will carry Africa, put for pan like this, lift it up. The whole world will respect Africa. Igbos are the people that will make Africa a respectful country, a nation rather. It is Igbo. For white man to respect Africa, now the Igbos go down. Now the Igbos go down. Waiting make you to say Igbo now then be useless people or then be coward people. Because they not sabi develop their land. All their billions.
Did you hear that part? Did you hear that? That they don't know how to develop their place.
All their wealth, what they have labored for, they will carry and go carry, build for your land. They will go deposit for your land. So they have suffered daily for this. So they don't want to lose it. Now make you people hold that thing, build up them. Now make you hold their property, you build up them. You hold their billions, you build up them. If to say Igbo, they do like the way Hausa they do, carry mats. They come from the north, they bring only mats. Spread them for outside, they go sleep. The next morning, they want to go and shade their carrots. If to say like so Igbo they do, Aje, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani combined will never be relevant in Nigeria. There will be no country called Nigeria. Because Igbo now go carry billions, go build for your land, carry business, go develop your land. That one you can't hold land, then you will not build up the Igbos. Then they will be like, they will not submit. They will use that one against them. They use that one. They after they call somebody where then they bully if they cash out for something. Now so now they do Igbo so. If you don't want me, I talk, or you bring 5 million. If you don't want me, I is it trader, how they call it. If you don't want me, I talk, or you bring 20 million. It just be like somebody who is seen a married woman for top of another woman, or a married woman on top of another man. And somebody can't cash out. The person know her husband. And the woman go meet him. Say, not tell my husband, not tell my husband. How much you want? Okay, give me 2 million, give me 5 million. Now, so the Igbos be now to Nigeria. As we are still speaking, as we still they talk, till today, as they bully the rich, as they marginalize the rich, as they buy the rich, now they still hold Nigeria. I swear, now they still hold Nigeria. Now they still hold Nigeria. If Igbo just drive only 10 people come out, God will just punish Boko Haram once. If Igbo, maybe na Igbo dey power, or na Igbo still get mouth, Maybe everybody get the same amount. Everybody get, they not get power pass. Maybe Igbo still get. Maybe they just pursue 10 Igbo or push them 10 Igbo enter Samisa forest. Boko Haram will never exist in life. ISWAP, you will never hear ISWAP in life. You don't know what I'm saying. You don't know. Because you don't know, nobody have told you what I'm saying now. Igbo are not really stupid. Because of their wealth, their hard-earned millions, billions, they are mats to your states. Go to North today. If Igbo withdraw from North, or may they just say Jack, before 12 o'clock in the morning, not go the shake, not go fall. May Igbo decide, say, may they just a little bit withdraw from Lagos. May they say, okay, now, as it be, may we just pack our thing, come out for Lagos, may we come out for Lagos. Aje. You Lagos, okay, you turn on baby. Lagos will become a barren land. Lagos will be like, say, they place a curse, ancestors place a curse on Lagos. You know it. Yorubama, you are looking at me, you know it.
It is true. It is true.
Fulani man, you know it. Nobody tell me about Igbo. I settle down, I look at them, I don't even read their word, I don't read their history. I look at those people. They have a ripe mango that attracts stones. That is the reason why you bully them. You look them less. You pour spit for their face because they also bring their self to you. I wish Igbo get one voice. They get platform, say, let's come together as one family. Igbo. I wish they get one voice. Say now, whether do or not do or die, may we withdraw and go back to our state where we belong. Go back to our region where we belong. 5 states too big. 5 states too big to put down Nigeria. Only Anambra, only Imo State go just Nigeria go just be like say earthquake. You know Nigeria will never exist. If Igbo say okay, let's just go back. Let's just go back. Let's just go back a little bit. Let's just take back step a little bit. We go look for them. We go look for the Igbos. May they unite. May they just come together and say, yes, one voice. We go look for the Igbo. May the Igbo politicians and leaders, let's say, okay, as it is now, or as it is now, let's gather our people. Now, we apologize to our brothers, Igbo, we apologize. Please, let's come together and build our land. Aja. Yoruba, where they do match like this. The Fulani outside where full house of House of Assembly, the Fulani where full where they do like this. It pay me. The bad airs in Igbo plenty past the good air that make Yoruba get mount, Hausa get mount. It plenty. Because they develop your house. How will you take leave that billions? How will you take come out? You can't use that one against them. During Biafra, Nigeria no win no Biafra war. Nigeria no win. Biafra is like an America where to hardly you cannot see a country that will put hand on the America head. Who born them? Who born Nigeria? Who born Nigeria? When Nigeria they run, go Cameroon, go hire people. When Nigeria go they spoil Igbo people for where the South they say now they come they kill them come the South come combine. In fact, all the food now in South land, everything, everybody they together before. If not the Britain, the even Russia, Russia, almighty Russia join Nigeria. They encounter the Igbos. Yet, Will I say the Igbo win? The Biafra win. Oh. You don't forget those things where the Biafra win. Oh. Waiting make them submit now hunger. Now wall of war content go one say you want by people, you see they feed them. The Igbo look at their children, they look at their wife. No strength, no food to run the race. Igbo defeat Nigeria. Oh. They play. Go meet your grandfather, he go carry you, sit down, talk to you. Obasanjo later, they insisted that they fall, then they fall. Nigeria, they fall. Obasanjo later go hire 5 million soldiers, I mean 5,000 soldiers extra. And they still they fall. How many are the Igbos? I made them submit to not be say they just fight them all. They go hire foreign flyers. Foreign flyer where they fly plane, fly helicopter. Igbos, I beg you, in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, in the name of God, I'm not an Igbo person. I'm a dope boy. I beg you, unite. Unite. All your property, withdraw them. Please, if you have anything in Lagos, in Kanu, in Abuja, stop your building there. Withdraw everything back to your land. The next future will not be fair to you. When I mean the next future, just tomorrow, yeah. Please, don't say I didn't say it. I will still play the video when it happens. Withdraw everything back. I just got beg you. More now unite together. We will look for you people and kneel down and beg you. Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba will look for you and beg you.
That is a very powerful message, very powerful one. And I will still reply the people that are saying that Mazi is a problem in the Southeast without knowing what. I just want to know that they understand your capacity. They know what you can do. The only thing that doing all this, buying this one, paying this one, putting problem in your midst is just to weaken you. Sometimes we see it as that they hate us. Truly, it sounds they appear like that, but the main objective is to weaken you. And they're doing it knowing fully well that that is what they have to do to get hold of you. Do you understand? Because there's a lot of campaign now from people from Ijo, River State, are campaigning that what Igbo people did to them. When you see that kind of video, know that they are well paid. Like some of our brothers and sisters have been well paid. Okay, that's why somebody who don't even know what's on the car will tell you, oh, he's the reason why we are still digging 6 feet to bury our people. That's more hospitals in Igbo land today still have people in the mortuary, in the mud, because of Mazi Nnamudi. That the women are crying when they are delivering their baby because of Mazi Nnamudi is the cause. You know, you are having headache is because of him. Body pain is because of him. Is simply because they have to label all this thing to against him to make it look like he is a worst person on the surface of the earth, to frustrate him. But behind the closed door, they are begging him to accept all you well, accept our money, please, accept. There's a post allegedly that Wike made. They said that Wike is one that said it. The Mazi refused to accept how many billions of dollars. They said cash, raw cash, and all you well. They even promised me, you know, they promised him before in 2015. They renewed it again before even the so-called court case. Omotochi is right. You that shout Omotochi is right. Even Omotochi know that if Mazi had agreed to the thing that, you know, the request they placed before him, that you yourself will be saying, oh, Mazi has abandoned Biafra, his nanny, and I want it, which I was telling him to, like, if he can do that, let him do it. So that can't be euphoria. Igbo people, we don't deserve Mazi to pay with his life. We don't deserve it. That is just the truth. That is just the truth. It is true. Mazi don't deserve to be where he is now. This humiliation and insult Imagine a whole Nnamdi Kanu is the person who have traveled far and wide, academically, life experience, he's there. After sacrificing all those things, somebody who is struggling to get visa to Ghana will be online with his Nokia 310. Charge full charge and come online on Facebook. This terrorist, look at that jingle that we displayed here before. That in the next 100,000 years to come, that guy in village will never have someone like Nnamdi Kanu. That is just a fact. If we are in a local, what about people that he bite? What about people that he bite? Remember, I am not in support of killing of anybody, please. I'm not saying that I'm protecting people, killing people, no. But can we be truthful to ourselves? Master Kanu is not the ones calling people, telling people to go and buy anybody. Do you know that I can come here and say something deep down your soul, your conscience? You know that what this guy said. He said it out of anger. For example, when Ikonso was pied, give judgment, your judgment, just pay attention, judgment. When Ikonso was pied and Mazi Kanu was crying on air, he shed tears. In case if you don't know, maybe one of these days I will because I have access to that video. There's one platform that uploaded those videos there that I can go and dig it out. That's why sometimes if I'm free, I will download one and play it here, so that you can, for newcomers to know. He cried on a live broadcast, and he said that now GDC these are statements that anybody can make out of emotion, out of anger. He can make such statements. They now captured one criminal. I saw the guy video. You see that right thing that Botocho said, that the Mazi Kanu did this. The guy that confessed it to DSS, the video is on social media. As God may have it, I lay hand on that video one day. But I wanted to play it. I said, no, this is just to provoke our people. Because even me that watched it, I felt like that guy is very close to me, so I can give a little slap. And they said, I will force you, look at the interview. I don't know if DSS or police. I will force you to confess to say no. The guy said no. This is something they have told him. Oh yeah, now that force. I'm actually going to fire. If I the guy, you are now. So then, even in Nigeria, honestly, that black people, they torture the guy to they said that the guy is. If you ask that guy, your mother is one of the ESN that the white people that is sacrificing 100,000 head every day. So the guy will say yes. Because if I could get that kingdom come, they have beat that guy to stupor. In our the guy said you and the guy cannot go Yami. Guy check the Omotojo's statement when he was delivering the judgment. He mentioned Oyami. That Oyami is on social media, my people. They have shared the video. When the Oyami was confessing those things to them, the video is on social media as well. I have listened to everything. I watched and I laughed. But because psychologically, you can see where they're coming from. You can see that guy was tortured to say those things. Maybe the guy is one of the they force him that maybe the guy know that what he has committed maybe may warrant for his death. Do you mean can know before? As they are doing the judgment, they don't talk about what by because of what court sentenced him. Nobody talking about that one. But the focus is what the rationale, what Mazi Kanu said for the death of Ikoso is the reason why Mazi Kanu have to face death penalty or life imprisonment. And some people will tell you that is the cause. Please, Nnamudi Kanu, when Mazi Kanu was here, we only observe sit at home only once in a year because some of them like that's one Nkape Ghana get at the freeze saying that Mazakano sit at home caused her mother death. Like they rushed her mother to hospital. Very, very sad news though. They rushed her mother to hospital, and because of sit at home, the doctor couldn't, make it to the hospital to administer medication to her mother, and therefore Mazakano is the cause. And I was like, okay, how many sit at home do we have when Mazakano was here? One in a year. Or apart from the one they said that like Mazakano, announced like election day, then that minute he will call it off. If you can recall. That means he will call it off. Only 30th of May. But these people are saying that, people that buy the sit at home because of him, make the 20. This is how some of you support evil without knowing that you are staining your hand in innocent blood. Mazakano has already captured the DSS when sit at home was going on. Though sit at home is civil disobedient, it's not a crime. Because Nigeria is not the only country in this whole universe. God has other countries. If you want to be the country and you don't know how to be the country, ask other countries how they are doing their own. That will help you. But they're all on social media. He's because people that pregnant woman was going and because of sit at home, they're buying. This is people that they pay them, they don't know how to do the job very well because Nnamudi Kanu only announced it at home once in a year, 30th of May. The day of election, that one is not, it's just, they always cancel it. So, if you are judging Nnamudi Kanu and sentencing because of sit at home that Biafrans are conducting when he's already in DSS, how is it the right thing to judge? Like, how is that thing the right thing to do? How can you say that you are judging that kind of thing? Does it make any sense to you? Nnamudi Kanu have mentioned sit at home. 1 week sit at home that Nnamudi Kanu announced. Mention one sit at home 1 week, 3 days. No. 30th of May, he will tell them market leaders observe that you have to observe it. Have to pay respect to the dead. And paying respect to the dead is our own culture. Since when it become an offense? Since when? Like, how is it not a problem that you're observing sit at home for the love of your death of your loved ones? Like the guy was that this lady that you played her video just before now, who said that Nnamudi Kanu is one single man who have put his hand in disarray. That one man, you know the video, right? As something like the one you said that I analyzed very well. You remember the lady the briefcase snatched from other state, that briefcase. She said something there that many, some of us don't even capture. That you cannot just use because of your agitation to put his political career in jeopardy. Like just the same thing the Guru said. Okay, so you actually have political ambition. So therefore, freedom backwalk because somehow you are seeing yourself. I'm not more quite on the stage. So when you hear them talking about what about people that bite, what about people that bite, what about people that bite, we all hate buying of anybody, but we have to trace this to the origin of buying of people. You cannot tell me that buying Igbo youth in Igbo land and dump them in Izu River is justifiable. And you cannot tell me that buying people in Emene in Enugu State is justifiable. You can't tell me that people buy in Obibo in River State, it is justifiable. You cannot tell me that the one who should before called out to go and protest in Headbridge and they get killed is justifiable. Now, I'm going to reveal one secret today. I was watching one program. I don't want to mention the person that I captured this secret information from. That if you are talking about Biafra, they see you that you are an insider, you are broadcasting, you are talking, you are promoting Biafra, that DSS and the Nigerian government will be following you. Once they get hold of you, or when, once they, because sometimes I don't know how they do it, but I'm just telling what I heard, that they will get in contact with you, or maybe they will, if they notice that you want to have your freedom now, you want to kind of a repented person, okay? They will tell you that you see how you promoted this Biafran before, yes. You have to go back and start attacking them, denounce them. That is the only way to be free. They gave it to Uchemafo. They gave it to Ikeguru Ago. Are you hearing me? Allegedly.
Nigeria.
I'm not telling you that this is what I heard. Allegedly. I'm not confirming it. I can only tell you the truth. But when you look at the whole thing, how the whole thing is going, or what has happened, you don't have any other reason not to believe that. Because otherwise, tell me, how is it justifiable? How can you tell me that you can just ignore this kind of thing? It is impossible. Because that is what is playing out. That's exactly what is playing out. Just ask yourself, which before that, throughout 2015, when Kanu was in Kuje prison, Uchemefo was commanding Biafran to go out and protest. Remember, protest, which is not a crime, but Uchemefo is telling you that protesting and bearing arms is an abomination. It is abomination. But under his command, he lead people to go and protest, and most of them get killed. If there's nothing like no threat or no transition going on, because they said that the Nigerian government don't pay them all. That's what I was told. Sometimes we think they pay them, like you can't go around and rest them and do it before. You may think that they're paying them. I was told that they are not being paid, but they told them that this is the only way for you to be free. Otherwise, they will have work. You have to go. You have to start again. Start insulting, causing problem. Use your platform to fight against them. As you are fighting, they are monitoring you. As you are fighting, they are monitoring you. As you are fighting, they are monitoring you. So this is to tell you that most of them talking that are actually giving you headache. That you should just smile over it and forge ahead, because they are not the one talking. And that brings me to what Samuel Biafran Prime Minister said. That when Masakano was telling them, according to their lawyers, people who claimed they visited him, and he told them that cancel is at home. What the man said? I cannot obey a man that is telling me to stop at home at the gunpoint. That they release him. Once he come out and say it, then I will know that he's talking from his own opinion, not because you guys want him to be your mouthpiece, or you want to be your speaker. So I cannot take it. You cannot understand that Mazi Samanaba was 100% right when he said that, when he made that statement clear. Because that's what people like now. They can go at any length to attack you. They can go at any length to say all manner of things, because to them, that is the best way to stop you.
I know this very well. I am not an Igbo man. I am not in any way related to Igbo. I'm a Yoruba man, whether you like it or not. Though they call me Omo Igbo, it's none of my business. I'm a Yoruba man from Ondo State, Ose local government, Ifon, the grandson of Aladejana, Omo Baba Ologun Ghana. Go and trace me with this to know my root. Igbos are not coward. Igbos are not coward. Igbos are not coward. They are not stupid. I am not representing Igbo here to tell you who Igbo is. But Igbos are more brutal, if they want to be, than that Boko Haram herdsmen. Name them if they want to be. Go and ask of Biafra war. You know wetin handcuff Igbo when you think say them they coward? Igbos are not good in building their businesses and houses in their own states. If Igbos were behaving like Hausa who just carry mat, sleep in front of your house for Yoruba state till you go wake up one day you don't run come on, you not get anything to lose. Nigeria for not try Igbos. Now the property when Igbo they invest anywhere where they reach, now it tie their hand. Though Igbos are united, they have platform where they say that shall not do this, that shall not do that. Igbo would have been more brutal than that Boko Haram one they fear. They have the heart more than Hausa people, but they are very quick in developing land when not concern them. Put all their billions in a stranger's land. The war when happened to Biafra, they suppose get sense, but they not bring get sense. Today, Igbo cannot talk, not because they are coward, because their hands are chained. If Igbos not build Kanu, build Lagos, build Abuja, fear for none let them sentence or even arrest Nnamudi in the first case, because Igbos can strike and Nigeria will go down. No Igbo want to strike because their houses, their property, they will use it against them, mostly in Lagos, Kano, Kaduna. We need to respect them, even though they are not striking because they are being handicapped. Now they handicap themselves. Anyway, that's why Nigeria still have little peace, because if Igbo say then they behave like Hausa, Igbos, you know why una they build another man's land? Now so with them will take me to now. Why una not do like Hausa? Hausa will carry only mat, sleep for your state, hawk those scents, hawk everything, do orange business. Then you go day your house for more than 15-20 years. Before you say Kai Walatala, you will wake up, you know, meet and don't reduce leg, they go back to Kano. You to see Igbo develop that kind of way. Well, lie. Igbo for don't get their own stay. Therefore, don't date their own country. And no leader of Igbo, whether he's doing the right thing or wrong thing, when government for fit deal with, because they know say Igbo will come for them. But Igbo, try two things. One thing be not they happen to a person twice. Igbo. One thing be not they happen to a person twice. This thing keep on happening to you people. You people again and again. They will destroy your business. Now we'll build them again. Destroy our house. Now we'll build them again. I just hope and wish that the Nigerian government should include Igbo in this country. They are not included though. The law where they say they deal with Igbo is different from the law when they say they deal with other people. May God see una true. Amen. Let me quickly do justice. Wow, very easy. All right. I am solidly with
just a moment, don't get anywhere. Let me
kind of
refresh it.
treatment, method of
Let me refresh it.
this
So we
nation.
after this,
Right.
we are going straight to the. I did not play it to the end. Let me just end it here. After refreshing it, we are going straight to the, some of the secrets of what happened behind the scene, in the Nnamudi case. We are going to use Showere's statement to just look into it. Okay, just pay attention. I'll be right back. Okay. We are back. Let's go there. We are back. I think because if I do not do this, if you don't maybe have an issue, so I have to get it done on time. Okay. Okay, please pay attention to this.
Legality to political accountability. You know, Kanu faces life for incitement, yet many who kidnapped and killed remain untouched, with facing no consequences. How do you explain this double standard?
Well, I have had a lot of conversation about Nnamdi Kanu's situation, including revealing to the Nigerian people that his trial was pre-planned. Everything that eventually played out on the day of his conviction had already been exposed by me on November 5. Maybe we are only lucky that we fought a bit through the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest to have saved Nnamdi Kanu from the hangman's noose. They were going to sentence him to death. That was the plan. And you can check my Twitter and Facebook posts on November 5, because I was giving that information in advance.
Yes, he did. And I watched it. I read that, I saw it. But that's not the issue here. The plan was to sentence him to death. And what happened? Remember, that plan came after they tried to get him on board. What do I mean by getting him on board? To make sure that he did what was wicked did. Each time we are hearing this political solution is about give up that decision. We're going to pay you handsomely. We're going to reward you. You won't lack. You will become. They even said he should go and form political party. Not from me. So listen.
They also, as a result of that, got very upset that we had a protest in Abuja. They shot at us, tear gas, arrested his lawyers, myself, later, and took us to the court outside of, within Abuja, but, near Kuje, and sent us to prison for 4 days. After we were granted bail on a Friday, the judge who was supposed to sign off on our bail paper ran away. He didn't come back until Monday. They were already setting the agenda for Nnamdi Kanu's conviction, or whatever they were going to do. But when they realized that maybe this is not popular or not going to be popular, they kind of pulled back a bit and did the life imprisonment. And they have also realized that even the life imprisonment has not stopped his life or the life of what he stood for. Because it came at a time that, like I've always said, he prophetically predicted some of the things that are happening in Nigeria now. And when he was eventually convicted, those things are come full circle in terms of terrorism, the unchecked activities of the people you call terrorists or bandits who have been given preferential treatments in Nigeria over time. They always have the right, they can drive around in their convoys with vehicles seized from the Nigerian army. One of them wore a uniform of a police commissioner, an assistant police commissioner he killed. He wore his uniform to town. They were carrying their magazines and their heavy-duty weapons and ammunition and addressing press conferences. I insist that till date, the only evidence that was adduced against Nnamdi Kanu in his trial, the whole trial, was that he had a microphone and he had a radio transmitter and his underwear, both top and bottom, that he found in a hotel. Every other evidence they claimed was against him were things that were circumstantial. Oh, he said that the people should kill police, even when he was not in the country. Oh, he was the one who made NSAS to become what it is. But there are celebrities in Nigeria who claim they started NSAS. I started NSAS in Abuja. And I was the one who gathered a lot of people that joined NSAS by calling them individuals, some of the celebrities. So if those ones are being celebrated for doing NSAS, why is Nnamdi Kanu
He said it, he started NSAS, but Mazi Kanu is facing trial because of NSAS. You get the point? Because they have to lay hands on something to show their grievances. How dare you not accept our offer? How dare you not accept our offer? Please, can you kindly do what Asatina is requesting, which I have been begging you all since day one. Please hit the like button and share this video to the main platform of your choice. If you are new here, subscribe. Let's continue.
I've been sent to prison for life, just for speaking on the day of NSAS to say, oh, do this or whatever they said, he said. So everything they accuse him of are things that they had no evidence caused any problem, that they adduced caused. They even accused him of killing Gulag while he was in detention. I know something about being in DSS detention. You have zero access to communication. Even if you do, if you smuggle something in, they know they have a way of monitoring you. So how could somebody like that be sentenced to death? And a terrorist from one of the Boko Haram commander was sentenced to 20 years in prison. That is why Nigeria is where it is today. Some people in our animal farm, some animals are superior to others. And until that is addressed, until the justice applies, to everybody in Nigeria, you are not going to get peace without justice. That's what so many of us have been saying, whether you like to hear it or not. But I feel it has come full circle now, that even those who felt like they can bamboozle others by saying, oh yeah, he did this, he's a bad person, they are now dealing with the real bad people. Unfortunately though, those real bad people have cover. They have immunity.
Okay. We're going on a break right now. We're still going to continue this conversation because you're digging right deep into it. So we're going on the break right now. We'll see you right back on Perspectives. Grab a cup of tea, as I always say, and see you soon. So now we have Jimmy in the house. So let me ask you, Jimmy, many Nigerians believe Kanu's sentencing was influenced by ethnic bias and not the law. Legally, how do you interpret that perception and what's your position on it?
Yes, thank you very much for bringing up this topic. One thing people need to understand is that it's not necessarily that other considerations would have come into play in a decision of court if somebody does not succeed in his case being upheld or in his defense being upheld. I know that there's that perception out there, but before you can conclude on what actually transpired in the judgment, it will be important for anybody who wants to comment on it to read the 144-page document, judgment of the court, to be able to understand the decision of the court and how the court arrived at its judgment. You may not necessarily be satisfied with the judgment, but that does not ordinarily on its own, on its face, impute ethnic reasons or other not less noble reasons for the decision. Okay.
So let's get back to Shore in the house, please. Some say Southeast power brokers and not the presidency are the ones driving Kanu's continued detention. So how is this shaping regional politics and what should Nigerians expect in 2027?
Let me first state this. Yes, let me first state this, that I'm not here to fan ethnic differences, but I have said, and I will state here, that Nigeria has an Igbo problem. And this, of course, emanated historically from the Civil War, where we claim that it was no vanquished and no victor. But ultimately, there was a vanquished person. If you had 10 million naira before the war, you are giving 20 naira after the war. You are the one vanquished. It is said to you, you cannot be promoted in the army because you can't be trusted. You are the one vanquished. If you cannot get promoted within the civil service because you can't be trusted, you are the one vanquished. To come to your question, and just to say that anybody who says that an Igbo man is not treated differently is just lying. That's the truth. All of us know this. That's a big elephant in the room. And that is what I said earlier when I said, well, there's a Boko Haram guy who has been killing, beheading people, and he was sentenced to 20 years. And the guy who uses a microphone and a radio transmitter is sent to prison for life. They could have sentenced him to death if something hadn't taken place. Then to go to your question about the issue of how the regional power brokers behaved. I was in the midst of it. I was the one calling them up for protest. And I knew what I went through in the hands of the governors, House of Rep members, senators in the Southeast. They all flatly and vehemently, without speaking, refused to encourage their people to participate in anything that could peacefully. It was a peaceful protest planned. So who did we rely on? We relied on those in the markets to close down their markets. But the major leaders, including the deputy speaker, he came out shamelessly asking that the Igbos should sit at home and you should show that you are cowards. There's no cowardice in peaceful protest. The reason is that they believe that Nnamdi is too powerful politically, and that if he's released, he will have some impact on their political influence and popularity in the zone. They know that they are not popular, but they have all relied on the center to get whatever they want, to keep control over the southeastern political people. And they know that they are running out of time. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, that would not continue. We no longer enjoy what they're enjoying now. Whatever it is, whether it is fake or real popularity or power, they will lose it. They know it. Because I will reveal to you today that one of the biggest issues with the Nigerian state and Nnamdi Kanu is that they couldn't get him to promise that he would renounce his...
This is the part that I want, that's the reason why I'm actually playing this at all. Please, if you have been busy all this while, this is the part that I want to listen and listen very, very attentively. Hear him again.
To get whatever they want, to keep control over the southeastern political people. And they know that they are running out of time. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, that would not continue. We no longer enjoy what they're enjoying now. Whatever it is, whether it is fake or real popularity or power, they will lose it. They know it. Because I will reveal to you today that one of the biggest issues with the Nigerian state and Nnamdi Kanu is that they couldn't get him to promise that he would renounce his agitation for Biafra. That's the biggest problem. That was his main crime. They said it, if they even proposed to me that I should go tell him to enter his defense, and if he enters his defense, then...
What did there? He said that was his main crime. Okay, if you don't learn from this, that was his main crime.
His main crime.
Go back a little bit. I don't want to, go too far.
Eastern political people. And they know that they are running out of time. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, that would not continue. We no longer enjoy what they're enjoying now. Whatever it is, whether it is fake or real popularity or power, they will lose it. They know it. Because I will reveal to you today that one of the biggest issues with the Nigerian state and Nnamdi Kanu is that they couldn't get him to promise that he would renounce his agitation for Biafra. That's the biggest problem. That was his main crime.
Hold it there. That is the biggest problem. That was his main crime. Do you understand that? Now, all these cobwebs that is busy telling that, because of insecurity. What about the head of... Had Mazi agreed to with the federal government offer? Where do you think that your so-called criminal justice would have come from? Because this is the thing, there's nothing like what you are accusing him of. The people that hold him actually know. His main crime is because of this. He wants to separate the country. So the idea of you buy people, you buy A, buy B is just to give a dog a bad name for you to buy the dog. Is that clear? That because of people, because some of us we watching them and listen to them, we'll be like, oh, is it? Could it be true? Oh, so much I did not know. maybe I am supporting the wrong person. Oh, that kind of thing. That was his main crime for refusing to hearken to that offer.
They said it, if they even proposed to me that I should go tell him to enter his defense, and if he enters his defense, then if they release him, he should promise that he will form a political party and participate in politics.
You see the reason why Omotosho was busy telling Mazi Kanu, enter your defense. All of them, enter, both man and to hang, enter your defense, because the plan, they already know the outcome of enter the defense. That you see some of them, Chief Justice is here. Justice, that's from mainstream media. What do you have to say about Mazi Kanu have refused? First of all, he declared that he called witnesses. He called Honorable Minister, Governor, my paddy in Kechi River State. He mentioned now the former DSS general, that kind of thing. But all of a sudden he refused to, enter his defense. That was, Mazi Kanu is digging he's testing, he's playing with his life. That's what he called law terminology. He should have done this, he should have done that. This is what he should have done. This is what is expected of him. Now that he don't want to enter his defense, he's actually putting himself in the hands of the judge. The judge will be the one to dictate how many air that he's going to breathe and how many air that he's going to breathe. That kind of thing, because they have already planned it. The so-called closed door meeting with Mazi. They did not discuss it in his absence. So they called him up. According to the write-up that I saw yesterday, that they said that when Tinubu and Mazi Kanu actually, according to the write-up, allegedly, that both Tinubu met with him. Two of them sat down and talked. And he looked at Tinubu eyeball to eyeball and said, "You can't vote me over." Do you understand that? So there's a way we can put that that write-up. There's a way they put it, but I forgot to save it. Maybe if I come across it again, I will bring it up. But the reason why I'm talking about this is simply because for some of you, thank you, Justice Omotosho. Thank you for Mazi Kanu. That justice is stacked. That justice is stacked. It's not about you and your mushroom fake agent accusation. It doesn't work. The truth is what Sora is telling you here. He's involved because they called him to come and tell him to go and defend himself. We're gonna do that to the extent of giving him license to form a political party. Do you know how much you need to pay to form a political party? What it takes to form a political party? They waive all those things. They can't form it, because they know you are forming it, and they will finish you off from National Assembly. Look at Africa. Who formed it? Ojukwu. Let's continue. But look, wait, all these promises they are promising, and those you can use that money and give Mazi Kanu what he actually wanted from since day one. Because these people refuse to restructure. They refuse everything that isn't gonna benefit you. But because you have Facebook followers, that is your achievement in life. The Mazi Kanu can actually have that more than you, but he still decided to go down simply because what I mean by go down, to step too low than his level to save the lives of other people. You understand it now. We need to be careful, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's continue. The Efulefu that called herself a lawyer, that woman was coughing. That the woman is the one said that he's lawyer. I don't know if it's the one I'm talking about. In case Don Azi played, I played it here, of course. In that our reaction video, I played it there, right? That woman was not only them. There's another video that I have here. I don't want to play it here. That one is from River State. She says she's a journalist. And her father is one of the top administrator and officer that I think Ojukwu send him to somewhere in Europe there for you to know his level. Her own father, rather. Her own biological father. Her mother is a neighbor person. They are from, I think, Ikwere or someone. There's a way, she's not telling how Igbos are bad. That she's going to, when I have free time, when I have time, I will bring her. That video, I think I need to tag it to her channel because she was broadcasting from her own channel. All of everybody now know what to say about Mazi, but how many of them know this? I'm telling you now. This is that they're already saying here now. That this is government plan. This is how the attempt they made to free him, and the reason why all the governors are running away because they are all in agreement that he need to drop it, and because of the political career. It's not as if they're going to restructure like regional government, which was what Ojukwu requested for since day one. And guess what? Ojukwu is the cause of the war for asking for restructuring. The same thing that we are asking for now. It's some people. Anyway, let's continue.
And if he can do that, they will have no problem with him. He said, no, I want my region to be different from Nigeria because Nigeria doesn't, cannot support our aspiration for greatness. Now, my caveat is that I am opposed to breaking up Nigeria. I'm a Pan-Africanist. But I have read and known that it is not a crime for people to seek self-determination. So the regional leaders we are talking about, I called all of them, I called all the governors, at least I know Soludo. I used to be able to reach him. I mentioned here that the governor of his state, Abia, was a columnist as a reporter. So I called a lot of them. No one of them picked my call. No one of them has called me back because what we want is not what they want. They want what they call a political solution. And a political solution is that you jail him first and then we'll beg you to free him on certain conditions. So that tag of ex-convict, they wanted it badly. All of them are agreed on that.
Hold it there. Now, that brings us back to DOS that went underground for the same political solution. You get the point now? What is the outcome of the political solution? What is the outcome of that political? Now we know the division. That's what they actually meant by the political solution. Now it is not clear. You can now, this is the definition of it. Mazi can giving up and form political party, which they themselves have been looking for since day one. Do you understand? That's why you take Guragu is Fumi. How can this man also you are forming strong? Because they joined that at a point they are going to get political solution to form a political party where Emeka Gift will be in charge of information, and Imapoafo will be the spokesperson, maybe party chairman, okay, national party chairman, and that kind of thing. That's why they were grabbing power. Not because they are grabbing power. When the Biafran comes, they're going to be the country. The power is to wait for political solution time to come, and they will now form a political party. Anyway, political party. I hope you know that. So many jobs, and Mazi will be seen as one to lead that political party. This is what Mazi knows is the one. That all these people gathering around him is for political solution. He look at them and say, I can't even count 100 people. I'm looking for 100 men. Because that is for political solution. Political party to form a pressure group. Know how, because they don't even believe that the federal government will give them license to go on political solution, political party. They were waiting for pressure group. That like a militant group, like within Kassan, they made a resource control and river area. Mazi his own will be for politics to checkmate, to police them. Anyhow, every month I don't have a budget. Every season I don't have a budget to calm them down, because even from the not at the system, if they are there, it's just like when you go to your farm. What you harvest is your own. Or when you go to, as a fisherman, whatever you catch, whatever your hook catch is yours. My baby is making noise, to be honest with you. He's crying. So let's continue. Pay attention.
The question is, how did they release him? Nobody can tell you when they will release him. They don't plan to release him because of his refusal to endorse their political agenda in the Southeast. That is the problem. They don't want to hear his name. But the people of the Southeast, the regular people, are in love with him. And we've seen that with what happened in protests, how markets were closed across the country without a whimper. And they still are going to fight to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is free. I will still fight to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is free from this unjust incarceration into which he's been thrown. And don't forget, and I'll say this in closing, that this is the same way Ken Saro-Wiwa was treated in 1995, this 2025. I guess every 20 years, or is it every 30 years, Nigeria needs a victim, either in prison or in the Golo time. And guess what? It happened in November 2025. Ken Saro-Wiwa was November 1995. 30 years later, the country hasn't learned its lessons.
Thank you so much, Showore, for that. So let me ask you, Jimmy, during a security emergency, what human rights obligations must Nigeria still uphold? And how do they affect our international credibility?
Okay, this is an interesting question. During a security emergency, the law expects that the country would uphold Chapter 4 of the Constitution, which deals with fundamental rights, human rights. However, where there is a declaration of state of emergency, now we should be able to differentiate the two, because Section 45, subsection 3 talks about a proclamation of state of emergency. Recently, the president came up and said that...
Very, very sorry, I'm not interested in this one. Please, I'm going to end it here. So I don't need this one. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We have come to an end. The time we mapped out for this video is even 2 hours. But I just realized that we have spent 2 hours, 23 minutes. So please like the video and let me know what you think about it. God bless you. Take care of yourself and see you again. Don't forget the reason why we did what we did. We played all those things for you to understand that most of the people writing on social media, they don't even know, they don't have no idea of the business going on inside. They are just talking because they want to irritate you, they want to provoke you, and you don't need to give them chance to do that. All right? So comport yourself and focus on the truth. We are not calling for war. My own is as a content creator, I'm just reporting what is around. You understand? I'm not here to tell you anything, but use your conscience, use your mind to know who is who, so that you're not going to be a victim of circumstance. Some of them actually want you to keep on mumu yourself, keep on the mumu. Mumu, they follow them. That's what they want. Liars everywhere. If you want to build a country, you are afraid of development, you are afraid of restructure, you are afraid of calmness, you are afraid of peace. That makes you a criminal. God bless you and take care of yourself. Mazi will be freed. Bye-bye for now.